Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Matt with the 1,000-mile Sondors Rockstar review, as promised. As well, I'm going to be making some major announcement in this episode about the future of this show, my future bikes, and what I'm doing in the future. So first, let's cover the bike, shall we? So in my 500-mile review, you know, I've upgraded to the Lyric Select with the Debonair shock. I also am on my 4th iteration of trying to figure out this rear shock. The stock one was much too small for me at my weight. I went to the DNM one with the reservoir that looks really cool, and wish I could have made that work, but the spring was only 550 pounds and these springs are 750. So when I originally got this, I measured 200 millimeter eye to eye, or centimeters.
I obviously don't know the difference between centimeters and millimeters.
I think we can go up to 220. So here's the 220. It's going to go in right there, and has the 750 pound spring, and at my weight and the weight of this bike, that's what does it. I like to ride it off-road. I like to go down heavy bumps and jumps and stuff like that, and this is holding up really well. The longer shock is going to give me a couple more millimeters of stroke in the shock. I'm going to get 60 centimeters with the 220.
60 millimeters
I think I'm at 54
of stroke
now. So just that little bit, I'm hoping just does the trick. So you know about the headset and the handlebars. Both of those were replaced at the suggestion of Simple Pleasures Mountain Bike, and I want to thank Simple Pleasures for everything you do on the internet. on YouTube. My bike would not be here without you, and thank you so much for the guidance and the no nonsense technical support and good information you put out, because I'm not on Facebook or any social media other than YouTube, and I wouldn't be able to get on Facebook and get the answers to all the questions I have about this thing. So thank you, and if you haven't checked out Simple Pleasures Mountain Bike, go check him out, subscribe to him, and give him a follow, man. Super good guy and super helpful. So I can't thank you enough. On that note, Simple Pleasures, we have upgraded this sprocket. So this was the stock one. So this is actually 2-piece upgrade. There's the boost adapter here, and then the chainring itself. So this is a 36 tooth chainring. This is a 44. This weighs nothing. This weighs like 2 pounds. So my bike was, the chain was coming off going down hills. So I was able to tighten the B screw back here, but ever since I've done this upgrade, the chain stays on. So it's awesome now. And the weight savings, totally worth it. And then couldn't be happier with that. I think you know that I've upgraded my pedals from the stock Well-Go's to these Rock Brothers. These things will dig into your shin like nobody's business. Now this hurts, but this is real pain right here. So I didn't like the reflector on here, so that's why I have these nice Rock Brothers. So another thing, well, I've been through several seats. As you can see, this one is really bent up. In the name of comfort, I tried to get a more comfortable seat, and of course fell victim to the low price sales you see on the interweb, and this thing lasted like 4 hours before it was bent to hell. I have another one in here somewhere that might be on my other bike, but that was collapsing also. So back to the stock Sondors, which isn't the most comfortable seat, but it's not bending, so I'd rather it not bend than be a little bit more comfortable, because either way, you're sitting on these seats, no seat's going to be comfortable after 25 miles, so just deal with it. One episode I did the Sondors versus the big one, where I was I don't know what was wrong with me, but I crashed that day, and then later on in the day I screwed my bike up and bent this to heck, and then got the chain on the rear side of the sprocket in between the spokes and got it caught. And when it was in there, it bent not this way, but this way. And so it wasn't free anymore, so it cost me a chain. And this SRAM NX11 speed derailleur. So that's got a new one. Now I'm much more careful about my shifts. You got to be in the gear you want to be before you get to the obstacle you're going on. So if you're going uphill, you want to be in that right gear at the bottom of the hill and not be shifting on the way up. So that's saved a lot of wear and tear on this. And these chains last the longest so far without any problems. So I've probably gone through about 5 chains that stretched, bent, or stretch or bent them. So these brakes here are holding up well enough. I mean, they're not the greatest brakes. I could probably use an upgrade, but the bike's pretty much stock, except for the things I've pointed out. But these are the brake pads. After 350 miles, you want to replace them because they start to disintegrate. So change out those pads. This is the Tektro P20-11. I think it's the highest performance pad in this line, which, I don't know how they measure that, but anyways, if you change those out 350 miles, you'll be good to go. I've got 203 millimeter rotors to go on here. And these are just a little bit thicker than the factory ones. And this one's a 180. So I'm going to put the bigger ones on the back with the adapter. And hopefully that'll increase my brake performance to where I don't have to get 4-piston rotors.
4-piston calipers.
So
jackass.
The bike stops is good enough as it is. It's not the greatest, but it could be better. So that's pretty much The upgrades, the other thing I did was I ride through a lot of water. If I go on my daily ride, and that's over on Ladera Ranch, there's this creek I have to cross, and if you've seen my videos, you see me go through it. Sometimes it's 10 inches deep, sometimes it's 4, but I go through water, and I was concerned about the gap in this battery cover, thinking that if I get enough water in there, that it's going to short out my battery, and who knows. I just knew it wouldn't be good. Battery for this is $750. The motor's $1,000. I just didn't want to take that chance. And the other thing is I'm not removing this thing ever. Like, I've taken it out to look at it, clean it. I've taken it out to make sure the receiver part of the charging is still tight in there, and it was. So this is sealed, and I'm still happy I did it. I know I may have angered some people by doing it and, quote, ruined my bike, but the bike doesn't get wet inside, so I really don't understand how I ruined my bike. But anyway, you can tell I'm still a little sensitive on that topic. But anyways, it wasn't a great job. I filmed it with one hand and did the caulking, and then it looks like crap, but it shrunk up, so it doesn't look the greatest, but you'll never see this bike in a bicycle show and shine or a beauty contest. What's important to me is that it works when I want it to work, and that it doesn't break. So the waterproof mod I stand behind. Here's where I shot some of that RTV material up into this hole where these hoses go down, because that's just wires going through a rubber gasket. And see, there's a little bit of hole in there. So I filled it up with this, and then it shrunk, and it doesn't look too bad. I mean, the bike isn't ruined. And then what happens when I need to take it off, I'm gonna take a knife and just cut it out. Or when I have to overhaul the wires, which I don't know when I'm doing that, but I'm just gonna peel this off. I mean, I don't get how you say I ruined it, Richard. All the upgrades I've done to the bike, outside of the transmission issues that I've had, which I think it's my fault for the learning curve, the bike's awesome. Frame, battery, motor, most components is awesome, man. If you've watched my channel, you see I'm definitely hard on the bike. I wouldn't say I beat it, but I mean, I'm not like nancing over anything. My rule is I got to be to work on Monday, so I'm not going to go way over my head. I've gone over my head plenty of times, but I'm not like trying to put myself in any kind of danger, because my rule is I got to be to work on Monday. And crashing sucks, if you haven't noticed. So the review is, it's holding up great. I could probably put a bunch more money into this thing to get all the high-end components, but the bike is always going to be 83 pounds or 80, 75 pounds up in there, so there's not much I'm going to do by the way of, getting better parts that are lighter or anything like that. So that's out. So anyway, the 1,000-mile review, I'm really happy with the bike. I can't say that I'm impressed with Sondors as a company. There's just too much out there on the web about people having negative experiences. I'm seeing bikes getting delivered that are shattered, like shattered forks and like whole, like, look, I'm just gonna say it like it is because I don't work for Sondors, but they got some work to do with their customer service, their responsiveness to their customers. I mean, you shell out $3,000 and then wait 8 months, and then the bike arrives and it's broke, and then customer service might not call you back for 5 days. I'd be going nuts, man. And I live in Southern California. I think I'd be tempted to drive up there to Sondors and maybe knock on the door and be like, hello, like, what are you guys doing? And then I'd like to meet the executives that are in charge of the customer service and just be like, what are you doing, man? Like, I don't get it, man. But anyway, I'm not going to sit here and dog on them, but they got a lot of work to do over there. So, that being said, I'm going to make a first announcement. Now, I might have just trashed Sondors, but I'm still a fan. I like the product. I don't like the company. The product is great, okay? The company, they could do a lot better than what they're doing. My announcement is the bike I have coming. The bike I have coming, Sondors motorcycle. Yes, that's right. I taken another sip of the Sondors Kool-Aid. I plopped down my money for the Metacycle. I think that thing looks badass. Just like a Harley, it's not even going to get ridden without ripping off the turn signals, the mirrors, that ridiculous thing on the rear tire that I think is a license plate cover. But yeah, that's my announcement that I promised right after Christmas. 2 bikes on the way. One of them, Sondors Metacycle. So here's the deal. I've seen their act. I know how it works. I know about the supply chain thing. I've made my payments. It's paid for. They've got my money, $5,000. I'm going to just pretend I never bought the thing because I know it's going to be months and months and months before I get that bike. But I will be one of the first people to have a Sondors Metacycle. I will make Sondors Metacycle versus videos. And I'm going to turn in from mountain bike guy to street bike guy. And I live in Orange County. I think this will be an excellent venue to get great shots and rides. I live right down the road from Cook's Corner, where any given weekend there's probably 1,000 Harley guys up there. I'm gonna roll that bike through there and just like see what happens. But anyway, that's announcement number 1. So what do you think announcement number 2 is? Wrong. No. Come on, keep guessing. Getting another mountain bike. So my other bike is called a Frey version 6. So Frey is Frey and the bike V6. So I'm in the market for a new bike. Like, I feel like I like this bike, and I don't know, maybe I'll give it away, or donate it to a veteran cause. But what I want to do is I'm in negotiation with Frey. I mean, don't tell them that they're from China, so same place as things made and everything else. But it's not a done deal, but I can tell you I'm getting it. I just don't want to pay what they want me to pay. So anyway, it's the V6. It's the same Bafang motor. It's the same 1,000-watt battery and full suspension. The bike weighs 50 pounds instead of 80 pounds. So that was the big announcement. I'm getting two bikes, the Sondors Metacycle and the Frey V6. So Sondors, maybe 2025 I'll have it. The Frey, maybe 2024, I don't know, but we are very close. They are aware of me. I don't know if they have YouTube in China, but working in conjunction with my sponsor, which is another big announcement, has helped me work the deal with Frey. So San Diego Electric Bike is now sponsoring me and my show. And for what I'm doing for them, I'm doing content for their e-bike shop in San Diego. They're the oldest e-bike shop in San Diego. Two locations, La Jolla and Solana Beach. Great guys. Another part of the package is going to be free maintenance on my bike. So I got an issue with this dropper post right now. They're going to take a look at it, and they're going to keep this bike in top shape so I can don't have to learn how to fix it, buy tools to fix it, and spend hours on YouTube trying to figure this out, because I am over that. So I guess that's three big announcements: Sondors Rockstar, San Diego e-bike, and the Frey V6. So let's talk about the Frey V6. So the idea with the Frey V6 is to compare that bike head to head to this bike. So it could be something like Sondors Rockstar versus Frey V6. And I'm going to spec that bike. So it's only going to be the frame kit. Frame, motor, and battery is all I'm buying. And the rear shock comes with it. Frame kit, that bike, very similar, if not identical to this one. Like, I don't know where to get these killer tires or rims, but it's going to go head to head as much as possible. The battery is the same. The motor, I think, is a little bit bigger. The electronics will be different because it's a different company. But Frey V6 versus Sondors. And I'm going to review and see, which bike feels better going down these hills and tracks and single tracks and cruising and commuting. So that's the future of the show. And I'm not going to be able to film as much because I'm going to be doing content for San Diego e-bike. But I will not, I've worked hard on this channel in the few months I've had it, and I enjoy doing it. I've met some great people. I've met some people that'll probably be friends for life now. But I just think it's where I should be going. I can't be Sondors Rockstar versus everything for forever, So I'm still going to have the Sondors Rockstar for a time, and going to be testing it one-on-one, head-to-head against the V6, which is a very comparable bike, but 30 pounds lighter. So that's it. I want to say I got some new stickers out. So these are available. You just want to comment or send me an email. I also have the original The Faces stickers. These are free, just for people that like them. back here, thinking about doing some merch, like the shirts. So you got the Matt Haley band with the faces, t-shirts. Those are 25 bucks, but I'm telling you 25% is going to a veterans cause. And I haven't decided which one, probably Gary Sinise or Wounded Warrior, but it's not going to be me getting rich off shirts because I think they cost something like 15 bucks to make. But anyway, oh, I just gave up my prices, damn it. But the overage is you're going to be paying for me shipping it, and then I think at least $5 to $8 is going to a veterans cause like Gary Sinise or Wounded Warrior. So it's not just a cash grab for me. I have a job, a full-time job that I like it enough. So anyways, that's it. I want to thank everyone who tunes in. I want to thank everyone who comments. Some of your comments are just so nice and make me feel good. And, you know, I'm just a guy having fun and hoping to help someone with their bike. There was 2 big shows I had planned. Number one was top of Santiago Peak when it had snow. And it snowed like on a Tuesday, and I could see it from my driveway here every day. I was looking up at the snow, trying to figure out how to get a ride up there. I arranged it all, went up, and then had plans to go up Saturday, and then I'm driving home Friday, looking up at the mountain like, oh, this is gonna be epic, and I'm looking and it's like the snow had melted. So I had missed it by like four days or so. But anyway, that would have been epic. It would have been another Sondors Rockstar world record, which I hold probably 12 world records. But this would have been the first Rockstar in the snow. And then there's another trail that has eluded me. It's called Joplin. It is from like everyone I've asked, it's the gnarliest trail around here. It's straight down, loose shale, rock everywhere, and then at the bottom, poison oak. And it's also desolate where I can't just ride my van and park and go in there. It's like a trek just to get to there. So Joplin's coming. If it snows again, snow will come, and any other gnarly trail I can figure out. All going to be down the Rockstar. I'm not going anywhere. These other 2 bikes are going to take a while to get here. So I will keep doing what I do and even more with the addition of San Diego e-bike. So I think I've said it all. I just want to thank you guys for checking me out, giving me a chance to share what I know about this bike. So we'll finish with a walk around view with the camera. All right, so first thing is, there's that new sticker, pretty sweet. Anyways, I just want to show you that really lousy job I did on the sealing of the battery. So, you know, not my finest work, but it's still holding up. So you see there's no way there's water gonna get in there. You want to check these every so often to make sure they're tight. Those come loose, and the same with these 2 up here. These fell out on me, so make sure you keep those tight. Here's the RTV to cover the holes that the cables run through. I want to show you this. So I broke this little strap on here, a little zip tie or whatever, and put this metal one. But now it just flops around. So anyways, one other close-up is that ding in the metal. And I really don't know what that's from. I thought it was from bottoming out, but it's just not consistent with something that would bottom out, unless that is. And I got this little tie here to keep this this wire close, because if a branch gets in there, it's going to yank this out and break it. This is the sensor, and here's my magnet. You want to check that that's tight, like all the time. Check that. So anyway, it's holding up great, and that's it.